Hi everyone, it's Science Seeker 121 here. I'm back, video for a while, but I thought, I just start doing it again because there's, I want to get out there and keep on doing it. I mean, I enjoy doing my Animus kind of Minecraft stuff, so I'm going to do a bit more Minecraft stuff. But today I'm bringing you mainly a League of Legends match that I've got on replay of Viktor. Viktor's quite an obscure character. If you've played League of Legends, you'll know this. Like he doesn't have that. Like not many people play him, and actually he's a really good champion. I really enjoy him, and actually it can work in your favour completely because people don't come against Viktor that often, especially in normal games. I've kind of just recently started this game. I'm only summoner level 25, but you can obviously you got to 30, and that might be different than level 30. But I know he's not very used in the high elo brackets, especially in the ranked matches. So it is quite fun because also because he's not used that often, it's quite useful because people won't know his abilities that well, really, which is good. So you'll see here that I'm only going to really focus on Viktor. I'm not going to do anything else like any other matches. I'm just really going to focus on this guy because I would love to focus on other people, but actually this is meant to be just a Viktor video, so I'll show you what he's like as a champion. So anyway, what I've done here, I've got my 3 health pots and movement speed things. This is pretty standard for the mid lane when you're coming against whatever kind of AP character. Viktor is an AP champion. You build him with ability power. I haven't got that much ability power because I'm only level 25, so I don't have enough for the ruins. Sorry. But yeah, no. Basically, the main reason why people don't actually play Viktor properly in these ranked games is actually because his passive takes up an item slot, and you see it's called the Hex Core, and it basically you can't move it. You can upgrade it once into 3 things. I think it's you can upgrade it to 3 things. It's either the Q that you upgrade to, which increases your movement speed when you use it for power transfer. If you upgrade it to improve your W, it will basically let you put the gravity field down a bit further. And if you upgrade your death ray, it will basically make it so your death ray applies a dot. Anyway, so you'll see I just kind of helped out Skarner over there, just trying with the pull there. But the reason why I love Viktor actually is because he can really dominate in the lane because he's got a lot of range, and people don't realise this. I mean, I suppose it's not the best time to show you because Kayle, my opposite person, has actually got a lot of range with her long range kind of nuke ability. But no, I just love the way how he can push his opponent back so easily by just basically using his death ray. I mean, it's one of those things it costs a lot of mana early game, so you don't want to build it that often. But once you have 2 points in your Q, you're going to want to build your E first, max it. Your Q is great because it doesn't use that much mana, and it's really good just to harass with because of the mana cost. You can trade really effectively with it. So as you'll see, I'll probably end up trading with Kate if she gets a bit too close in my range, because it hasn't got that long a range. You see there with the area there. But anyway, so it's really good for trading because what it does is you fire at someone, and if you do it quick enough, you're going to get your shield by the time they kind of auto attack you. So you're going to get no damage against you, which is amazing to have that harass ability. Because not many people know this. So basically, they'll just try and engage on you, and you'll automatically have the advantage. See there, I kind of use an E. I shouldn't have, I suppose, because of mana, but actually, as long as you're conservative with it, it's fine. And I mean, obviously the primary target of especially mids is just to get the CS going. You need to get those minion kills to get your items, because otherwise you're going to fall behind them massively. You will know this probably if you play League of Legends. But what I'm doing here, because I'm aware. Wait, let me just double check. I think they have a jungler because I don't want to push too far forward. I know I'm playing a bit defensively here, but I'm trying to balance the lane. But because Kate has got a lot of distance, she's trying to keep me off there. And also one of the great things with Viktor is that actually when you're dodging, the key thing is, what separates a good Viktor and a bad Viktor is when they're dodging a skill shot by his opposing lane champion. If you use his laser whilst you're dodging, you're going to get a hit on your opposite man, and also you're not going to take any damage from the skill shot, which is great. Also, sorry if it's a bit the frame rate's a bit off. It's my first kind of frapped capture doing it with a LoL replay, so I'll try and work on this. So for my next video, which will probably be a Kayle AD carry video. Notice how I haven't actually gone W at level 4, because the way I started using Viktor is I went onto solo mid and looked at the guide, and it was saying something very valid, that actually you're not going to use W unless you've got a kind of pre-made party, you know if you're going to gank, or if your jungler's going to gank your mids. You don't need it, you literally don't need it. It's much better to have that power with your building your E, maxing it to 5 as soon as possible, because then you're going to be able to put as much damage as you can on the opposite man and trade effectively. See, she's got a disadvantage here. I may have slight health loss compared to her, but that doesn't make a difference, because if you look at the it's quite a minute difference, but she's got a lot of mana gone. Look at that mana, she hasn't got that much of it, and because of that, I'm just waiting for that opportunity to sorry, I went really laggy there. I'm waiting for that opportunity to strike when I know her mana's a bit low, and I can really kind of push her then. I don't like to get wards as Viktor, because I'd like to just rush as soon as I can to my mid-game items, which I believe is a Rhyolized Crystal Scepter. It's basically a choice. I usually go for Sorcerer's. You go Sorcerer's Shoes, Rhyolized Crystal Scepter, and you can augment. It completely depends when you want to augment. A lot of people don't augment until a bit later. I tend to augment quite early. Augment meaning upgrading the passive. It costs 1,000 gold to upgrade it, so that's hence why people do it a bit later when they've got a bit more farm capability. See, Skarner's there, and he's just waiting around, and the problem is, with this game, if you're not pre-mading, and there's not a lot of coordination, so you're gonna, like, it's very rarely the case where you can actually really easily gank someone mid lane effectively without much damage to you, and for you to be able to carry on your lane, because you need that. It's all split-second stuff, really. I mean, it's only a flash away to avoid a gank, and so you just wait there. Your jungler will have just wasted all that time off the map. You know, he's not farming like he should. So that's one of the things that's important to take note of. The thing is, the great thing about Viktor I really like as well is that his mid-game damage is insane, absolutely insane. It's one of those things where, because he's a burst champion, and I suppose people don't. Again, this is one of the cases where they just think that he's fine because they don't know him, so they're like, oh, he's just got that laser, that's all he's got. He's really not. His Q does massive damage, as does his E. You know, what the standard combo I use would be to run in E, then Q automatically, and then chop down and put a W down. It completely depends though. Your W is great for so many reasons. Being able to put that gravity field down and completely zone off the area in a team fight is great. You know, you can put it on any of the entrances to the river if your team's being chased, and then they don't pass through that, because what your W does is that it slows them when they're in the field, and if they stay in there too long, then they end up getting stunned. So it's pretty good, and no one wants to walk in and get stunned. They might think there might be a counter going on. So anyway, as you see here, I'm kind of I've got more HP than Kate, and I've also got more. Well, we've got about equal mana now from trade-offs, but I've ended up being the better one in this situation. So at the moment I think I'm doing fine, as long as you're keeping your CS going and you're pushing her back and you're winning the lane, really. Things when I tend to play Viktor, I don't really kind of pay attention to anyone else around the map until it gets to that team fight period, around level 10, because I like to just focus on my lane partner, well, lane opposition, and trying to work on them. See, I didn't know Skarner was coming through there, I wasn't paying attention, so I suppose that was silly of me, but actually that was just a passing run that junglers so often do anyway, so I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, see, that, again, so basically what happens is, you're running, the thing is with your laser, you don't stop and use it, so I was just running there, and I quickly cut off the laser and followed it up with a Q, and now she's automatically back now, she can't do much. So she's losing her CS. What CS am I on? I'm on 46 and she's on 56. So she's got more than me, but I'm not very good at CSing, so fair enough. But as long as I'm trying to equal that out now, it's fine. I'm just going back here to get my first items, and then I'm going to see if I can do some team fights. It's getting to that stage, nearly level 10, where people start doing stuff. I'm just looking around now. So they're working on that lane. I don't know, they're not really pushing it that much. Fizz is always naturally aggressive anyway, but it's quite a hard matchup with Sion. But I think he does quite well in this match. Fizz. So yeah, as you see, I've just got my sorcerer's shoes now, 20 magic pen, and I don't really use health pots with Viktor unless I'm really struggling. And I noticed that Cat's actually SS now, so what I'm just trying to farm as much as I can, trying to meet her CS, if not get better CS than that. Because with Viktor it's all about farming. If you can farm Viktor and then you get him to mid with his main mid game items, which is Rylai's, sorcerers, and his augment, and he does a lot of burst damage anyway. The thing with Viktor, actually, he doesn't do sustained damage, that's the problem. He does a massive amount of burst, but then he's kind of got to go away from the TF for a bit, then come back when his cooldowns are off. This is why you want to try and get blue with Viktor in the early game. Yeah, just after, on your second blue, you really want to get it. I mean, a lot of mids, a lot of junglers know the mids are going to need it anyway, but you'll be surprised about the amount of people that actually just don't bother letting you do it and just take it accidentally, and that can absolutely kill Viktor's lane game, because he does need it a lot. I'm actually a bit behind now on Caitlyn here. See, that's the problem. If you have one, you've got to be able to dodge these skill shots. I was relatively new at the time to Viktor. I played about 8 games with him, and dodging skill shots and being able to E is always quite hard. Like I said, it does separate the good Viktors from the bad ones. I'm quite good at it now, but I'm kind of getting to that stage in this video here. But like I said, I'm really just working on my CSs, because that is what is key for me, really. And oh yeah, see, I remember what happened there. I tried to, if you look at the chat at the bottom, I tried to say RE, and because I was focusing on looking at Caitlyn, seeing what she was doing, I pressed enter. I pressed enter, then accidentally pressed it again and pressed R, so it automatically put my ulti out, so I thought I'd fling it into her anyway. Because of that, I'm gonna go to base, which is silly, but I'm trying to get Skarner to defend it. Yeah, because like I said, I'm fairly new to him, so what I will do is look at my enemy champion as much as I can, look at how they're acting in the lane, and because of that, you know, I like to be quite good in my mid lane. I like to be quite informative, telling everyone where everyone is and stuff. But it's quite hard, especially with a new champ, and especially one like Viktor, which is all you need to know really. Also, I like Skarner's jungle actually. I'm getting a lot of matches with Skarner recently, and he's a really good jungle partner because his ultimate is just so strong. If you haven't played this before, or if you don't know Skarner that well, his ultimate basically will just grab them and pull them in. So basically it grabs them and just pulls them towards the tower, and you can just nuke them under the tower, which is invaluable really in team fights. I noticed Kate is going down the river now, that's why I'm just making sure I'm going to try and meet her in the river probably. See what I do there. And I'm just thinking about whether to engage or not. Now this is the problem, because I know Kate is probably in that bush somewhere, so she's actually effectively blocking me off my lane, but then I notice blue's up, so I go take that as well. And because I need someone to kind of stick on blue and tank it, because otherwise I'm going to take a lot of damage, or at least help me. So that was quite silly of me, because I didn't know what to do really. I was just kind of wasting time accidentally. But I've got my blue now, so what I'm really trying to do is trying to make a bigger impact on this game. I picked up my first W, so I've got my gravity field in this, so I can use it in these situations. I flashed there because I wanted to try and catch. Yeah, I wanted to try and catch Tarek. This is a silly flash of me, but you know, pick up the 10 gold from Shaka's Jack in the Box just out of anger. Like I said, this mid game, everyone starts team fighting a bit, and now I'm going to try and just nuke the crap out of Kate. That was a bad gravity field for me, but I'm just going to follow her. Yeah, she'll be dead now. See, look at that E. See, look at that range on that E. You can really just afford to But if like with a lot of champs, they get if you're chasing down and they get a certain distance, you think to yourself, well, there's no point chasing because I might end up running into the whole team and it'll be a trap. But with Viktor, actually, he's got, like I said, he's got a lot of range, and actually his laser does go pretty fast. So people don't dodge his skill. It is a skill shot, and people don't dodge it nearly as much as a normal skill shot because it does go so fast. Like Kayle is relatively easy to dodge, but I'm not a very good example of that because I'm just trying to learn this champ. But I've got my blue now, so I can really afford to kind of just spam my abilities. What I like doing with Viktor as well is that because his E is so strong, especially if I picked up Augment of Power, the Death, sorry, which puts a dot on my enemies. And what I really like to do with Viktor is actually when I'm taking a tower, when I'm helping take a tower, I will slap a W down, slow the minions, and basically when they're all stunned, I'll just shove a laser in their face, and I'll basically take them all down, just like that. And another great thing actually with Viktor is that actually if you're being pushed back a lot, like I am with Kate, because my health's now low, you can afford to farm a distance, especially with your blue. You can afford to farm like 2 times further from 2 times further distance than any other champion. Just because it's so basically got such like large range. I think I remember in this oh no, it wasn't in this this replay, but if the brush I just passed you on the top, he was at the bottom of that there's a shack at the bottom of that brush that was getting that was nearly dead and he was recalling. I noticed that and I didn't see him in there, but I assumed he went there and planted a laser there randomly and I got killed, so I was really happy about that. Sorry, let's speed this up. Might be a bit bad now with the lag. I'm trying to speed things up. Sorry about the lag. Like I said, I'll try and fix this in the other games. Okay, so just look at my farming. Pushing down. Standard stuff, I need help bottom, but I need to kind of just focus top. When I clear top, I think I'm going to try and go back to the tower. Tower's down, but we've had a trade-off, a 2-kill trade-off, and they're trying to nick their blue, which is fine. I noticed actually kind of when you're lower level you kind of do need to use your ult to nick blue as Viktor if you want to do it quickly, because otherwise you're going to waste all that time and you could be farming. Viktor's farming capabilities are ridiculous as well. You see there, like, it's insta-kill whenever you use his laser if you've got the augment for it. So you can literally just run up to whole groups. If you play a well-placed laser will take down basically the entire minion area. And obviously the good thing with minions is that they all run in a line, and they lay your lasers in a line. So it's naturally, you can farm so easily naturally, it's great. A lot better than a lot of champions really. So here I'm just trying to get some more CS. Just before, trying to get some mana up as well, and I can start to just farm again. I get hit a bit here with Sion, but it's fine. Just put down a that's a great thing with gravity field there. I mean, I suppose you might think that's quite a stupid place to put a gravity field because he wasn't chasing me, but just in case he was, or just in case Shaco was, with his stealth, it's one of those great things that you can literally just use as a safeguard to zone an area. They cannot pass through there or they'll get stunned, most likely. And then you can quickly afford to put a few trade-offs. Or again, if you're Viktor and you're running away, you can literally just put your laser. You can shoot a laser behind you, and it will just go. Your guy won't stop and stand still. He'll just carry on running, but then you shoot him at the same time. I've picked up a few kills like that. Low health champs running at me when I've got low health, and I have complete range advantage over them. Because basically with his E, you see you've got the field of view there. His E, you can place it on the very edge of the blue sphere circle here, and it'll be able to shoot. You can shoot from the very edge outwards. So it basically gives a whole other area of like 2 times range advantage, which is great. I'm gonna go see what's going on, but. So like I said, Fizz is doing quite well in this match. I remember he had quite a hard lane setup with the Sion, because Sion's stun is never nice, I suppose. But anyway, I'm just trying to make use of these spare buffs going around. Sion doesn't seem to be too preoccupied with these buffs, so thought I'd just take them and get used to them. Especially because, like I said, Viktor's mid game is so great. His damage output is so big. So actually having this this red buff and things like that will just increase it even more, and then basically make you win in engagements. If it's a one-on-one engage, then basically you're gonna have a really easy time unless it's a really tanky guy. And if he's been farmed well enough. I mean, at the moment I don't think I'm farmed well enough. I mean, if I went back now I'd be able to get my item though, so I don't know what I'm doing now. I think I'm just trying to, yeah, I'm trying to CS a bit more. I think I might be going base soonish, because I've got the goal to go get my, I think I'm building an island. I think I am. I'm not sure. Because like I said, I haven't played this game that much, so I don't know what the items, the item recipes and things like that at the moment off by heart. But, you know. Oh yeah, I remember this bit. So basically I put down a gravity shield there just to basically watch out, to save Fizz if anyone tries to walk through. Then what I do is I run away from Sion, and then because I know he's going to be able to do a lot of damage and with his stun, so it was fine really. But that's so we scored an 8 there, because basically Fizz wasn't going to die because I put down that W, and that saved. If anyone's going to give chase, that stopped them completely. And see, Kayle then didn't realise I had such a long range, so basically what I had to do was laser her and cure her and also shot her once and she was dead. Easy. And then my teammates helped take down Sion. So that's fine. So now I recall. Now I realise I actually have money. Yeah, I am building Rylai's. And then I think my next item would be a Rabadon. Depends, I don't know what did I get? Yeah, I got Rylai's. Rylai's is great, especially with Viktor, because actually his basically what it will do is just, like, again, if you haven't played LoL, you won't know this, but if you have played LoL, so you will notice that it will basically reduce the target's movement speed by 35% whenever you use a spell, which is so great, because what you'll do is you'll just Q them. You'll Q, then you E, or E and Q, and then they'll be slowed down both times, so you really afford to just get those quick auto attacks in. Yeah, I don't know what yeah, Soraka was doing, which was just getting chased by Shaka. I'm always such a fool for Shaka's copy thing at the moment now, so I don't know him well enough. But I know he's a different colour, so I shouldn't actually get confused by that, but still do. Now I'm just trying to nick their blue. I've started doing that a lot in games recently, just as soon as it pops up, just to double check. But now it pulls off so well. I'm 2 kills from no deaths at the moment, so I'm really happy about that at the moment. Like I said, now it's really mid game now, so hopefully I'll be being able to do a lot more damage. See here, I kind of flash in, and then what I'll do is I'll put down a W right away, put my ulti up, and then just use my E. See, now I use my E, and then you back up, then you use your next ability, Q. See, it's all situational. But the problem is, like I said, because it is situational, and if you see that W there, see that saved, that basically got the entire team. I had no idea what Shaka was doing, so I just put down the laser and he died automatically, which is long. But see, I'll put a W there, just in case anyone was after Skarner, which again, just completely zones the area, which is great. And unfortunately I wasn't able to make a massive impact on that TF, but I just popped down my ulti automatically just because I knew my teammate was getting attacked. So your ulti, what it will do is it'll basically put a cloud up, and it will do damage, and it will silence them as soon as it's put up for 0.5 seconds, which is actually enough if people want to escape, surprisingly enough, because this game is a lot of fast-paced reactions really. You need to kind of be really quick on the uptake. But actually I reckon why people don't like Viktor is because, especially with people tend to judge champions by their ultimates. So, especially basically with that in mind, Viktor's ultimate is it's not an easy ultimate, if that makes sense. What it will do is, okay, like I said, it'll put a cloud down, but then you can also control that cloud. Now the problem is, a lot of people don't like multitasking, but you can actually control this cloud around. So basically it acts as a second person you can control temporarily, and it'll just, you can follow people around. So if you want to eliminate someone from a team, so that basically presents so many opportunities for team fights. I don't know why I put that down, that was something. Yeah, I still thought something was was fine. I've got a blue, I can just use to spam my abilities. But anyway, yeah, so his ultimate, it is a bit difficult to understand at the beginning, but you can use it so effectively in matches. Like, you can just deny the AP and the AD carries so easily. Like, I don't know what Tarek was doing there. See, that's why I was there. It'll slow him down. I don't know why I stopped there. But that, oh yeah, no, this was really silly of me. I remember now. I killed Tarek. But I know, like, if you look at the map, this whole team is just, this whole team's gonna rape me now, basically. Because I was being stupid. So let's just quickly move on now. No, that's it of me. Yeah, I just wanted to kill him. It doesn't matter, I'm still 4-1, so it's fine. But anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, his ultimate. His clown will basically be able to completely shut down a carry. If you want to eliminate a champion from the team fight, but you don't necessarily have to kill them, what you'll do is you'll just control your cloud over them, so they'll run away, and you just use your cloud as a kind of shield, as you would your W, to stop them from coming in, because your cloud will just dot them. They won't want to engage if they're being constantly attacked. You're going to keep thinking, well, I don't want to engage if I'm going to die the whole time, especially if they're on low health. So basically, you can shut out, like, you know, Ashe, Yi, a lot of these carries. And you can just, if you shut them out, then you're gonna automatically be at an advantage of a 4-5 team fight. But then again, this is quite complicated thinking. I'm only on normal games at the moment because I need to get level 30 to do ranked. So a lot of these things don't actually pass people's minds when they're playing this, because it's just kind of like getting used to the game still, how it works. But I think I tend to pick up games quite easily, so I do think about these things quite early on, especially if you just read enough kind of guides and you know, I used to read kind of MOBA fire guides, but actually team server mids guides are are much better, I think, because they're just a bit more in depth and give a bit more of a taste for the champion. Now I'm going to see, getting the speed things up there. As well though, I'm more CSing, trying to make use of my mid game. Yeah, I get killed there. I think that's just unlucky. Yeah, I was angry. When I'll just super speed things up. Yeah, we're getting a bit screwed in this match. It's fine. I'm just on the lookout for their teammates now. Again, I'm trying to nick that blue. The thing is, actually, what happened just there is that I went towards that blue, but the minion wave came at me just as I was going in. And to a skillful player, all they have to do is look in the minimap and see roughly where I'm going, and they'll know automatically. They'll see that. They'll see the blue buffs counter up, and they'll be like, right, he's obviously trying to steal our blue like he's done before. Let's kill him, you know. And luckily enough, actually all their team were in there, so that was a good move from me. But then again, that just comes from practice, really. You just need to know these situations, because these things will just change the game, really. Yorick, I used to play Yorick, but he's a bit boring. His ghouls don't seem to be that effective. I don't really like him. Okay, let's try to focus on this match here. Let's slow things down. Okay, so basically, what I do is, I've got my E and my Q up, so I'm going to use my E pretty soon. And I've got my silence up as well. Well, I mean my ulti up as well. I use my Q on the Yorick. Not a KS, I promise. And then I'm going to use my E. And then we just carry on. And then we can just kill people. Start chasing. And chasing. And chasing. If that Tarek hadn't flashed it, I might have been able to E him as well, which has slowed him. Maybe got an ace. I think that was an ace. The old guy, yeah, that would be an ace. So anyway, but now we've got a complete advantage. They're not going to respawn for at least the next 15 seconds, so we can really start to push this tower. if Tarek even comes close, we'll just completely nail him, like we do now. He's got Guardian Angel though, so we should just screw him as soon as he gets up again. Yeah, that was my thing. All I had to do was E and E and Q quick. Now we got that ace, but then actually doesn't matter because it will come back. Yeah, I am in. I think I'm having a look at the buffs, but they might not be there. I think I'm being a bit hopeful because I can't remember. Yeah, they're going to come help me get the blue then. Because Viktor's fairly reliant on blues to be able to stand his abilities. And I saw him doing dragon there, so I was like, okay. Yeah, and I literally need help doing this blue because I have no mana, so this is me very boring now. Just auto attacking, making bounce. Right. Like I said, his Q's just got no mana cost, literally. It's got 65 mana cost, his Q. Bearing in mind, I've got 1,226 mana, it's hardly anything. And it does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. It's like 569, so it's pretty good. Especially as a trade, you get a chunky amount of shield back. You get 40% of the damage done as a shield back, basically. So it's pretty good. We'll definitely stop a portion of someone's ability as well. I noticed now that actually everyone's missing in action, MIA, meaning everyone's just off the map. So we go towards Baron, so I like to check, and I noticed, I think I checked over Shaco, and they didn't have it, so we were just going to try and engage in it. Hopefully pick up this free Baron if we don't get attacked. Watching a lot of matches ranked and stuff, having a free Baron is just ridiculous. Your team, you assume your team's just noobish. I don't know what's going to happen now, so I'm going to slow this down. They've engaged on us, which is a clever thing to do. Now they're in a massive group, I think I'm going to try and put a W down, just to assure no one gets past. Yeah, see, look at that damage that E did on just Tarek alone. So I pick up that kill on Tarek with that Q, and the great thing with E, it doesn't just hit one, it can hit as many people as it passes through. So I think I'm really trying to take down Kate here. And I've got an E now, so I think I'm going to throw the E in on top of Scion. Then I'm going to power transfer, and then I'm going to E. And I think we're going to come up with the advantage here with Nicola. Right, so that was nice. So I'm 8 for 2 deaths, which I'm pretty happy about. Me and Fizz are carrying. I think. Right. Fizz is definitely carrying over me. But me and Fizz are the higher killers here. And the great thing I love about Viktor is he's got so much utility just built into him. He can't, after his burst, you have to stay back a bit, but especially with blue, his cooldowns are just so fast. So you can literally just use his cooldowns to your advantage completely, and just completely rate the team. Notice how whenever I'm trying to take a tower down quickly, what I'll do is I put a W just after the tower when I know the minion wave. I look in the mini map and wait for the minion waves to come, the red dots. I'll slap a W down right next to the tower, just to basically increase the amount of time you can have auto-attacking that tower and that turret, because that's something you should take note of as well, especially if you're playing Viktor. I slapped that W down, by the way, in the base because I knew the team were there, so just again, just to zone out, just to make sure they knew that they weren't going to be coming through and we were going to be safe. I was happy about that. I didn't think Fizz was going to give me that blue, but he did. He's a clever man. Because like I said, people just don't really know Viktor that well, so you have to really tell your jungler to kind of keep off the blue, otherwise I'll just keep taking it. Now what we're trying to do here is kind of, Fizz asked us to wait here, and I was kind of getting a bit edgy because I thought, what's the point, we could just have free Baron right now, we could have done it right now, but he wanted to gank. So we were just waiting around. Let's speed this up. And then we were like, actually, let's just do it. No. Yeah, Skarner was trying to bait. And they were just waiting around, so I think they kind of wisened up to that. but we engage pretty soon. Yeah, look, we engage now. I think we come up in the advantage here. I look at Shackle automatically and I'm just thinking, yeah, easy. See that I did a massive amount of damage to, I think that was Shackle, automatically. Look at their team, we completely destroyed them. Tarek is really squishy, really squishy support, automatically taken down. Also actually, if you wanna, yeah, see that was just simple. Q and E, dead. Your Q does a fat amount of base damage. And interestingly, because a lot of people, when they first start playing Viktor, they kind of get, what they'll do is they'll kind of get put off by the fact that his death ray is so hard to kind of aim and make use of effectively at the beginning. And the way of actually, if you want your, if it's only against one champion that you want to land it, all you have to do is literally just start your laser on them and put it roughly in the direction they're going, and you'll automatically hit them. Because if you put it on them, then they're automatically going to get a hit by that laser. It's not one of those things where you'll put the laser down, it'll hit them, and if they carry on running in that direction, they'll get hit more. It's just a simple base hit. It won't follow on, because that would be OP. I got a Deathfire graph because I noticed that Yorick is not Yorick. Yeah, Yorick. Is building tanky, and as a Scion without Warmorgs, so I thought I'd just get it, because basically what it will do is just take a massive chunk of the 30% of the current health. So it's good. It's good to use in the beginning of initiation and high health these tanks. But actually, I'm not very good at using. I haven't hotkeyed the items, so I'm not very good at using them in team fights. So you'll find I probably rarely use it. I think I use it once, but that's fine because it's not a big issue. We've got Barons now. That's 3 Barons, and I think we're gonna pretty much have a pretty easy runnings from now. We'll just go for being TF, just to the head of it. Not TF, sorry. I keep calling the dragon TF. A twisted fate. That was just 3 dragons, so we're just doing that quickly. We're going to mop up this, running this lane to mop up this turret here. Tarek wisens up to it. That's why I slapped down that W, just in case we catch him so we can nuke him. We don't know, which is annoying. Because I played Yorick for a bit, I know that as long as the ghouls are up, Yorick has a much easier time, so I just kind of, it's fine, I just quickly take down these ghouls because it's really easy to. It'd be a shame, actually, you should get a gold from it. That'd be ridiculously. That'd be a massive nerf. Get gold from ghoul kills. But actually, you can get gold from those from Shaco's jacket boxes. Actually, come on, man, you should change it. That was a fail laser. I was just doing it to make them go away, I suppose. And they get angry that we're taking it, so I've also had to stun some. They got massive damage, I do the Shaco, but I'm probably going to get screwed now. Yeah, I got healed quite well. Snapped in my ulti as soon as I realised they've got a lot of people in one area. I'm going to E, well, I got the Q up. So Q1, see that massive damage that Q did? There's still a massive chunk taken away, now we've won. Pretty easy runnings, surrendering 40 mil. So anyway, yeah, this is my introduction to how to do Viktor and how I play him and how funny it is. You should play him more. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.